the Relay for Life, which takes place every year right around May at Central Park, and even the one coming up more recently, or soon in October, which is the Bark for Life. From Relay for Life, is from the American Cancer Society, is Lisa Eglseder. Mandy Eglseder. Excuse me. I got the fancy. I was so focused. so focused on your last name.
Man.
I know. I have it right here in front of me too.
You got the last name.
I was so focused on the last name Mandy that I went off
name.
that's how it goes. It happens to me a lot too. So let's talk about this Relay for Life. You said you've been involved as in the organization for a couple of years, but you've actually been relaying for many years.
Yeah. For quite some time now, about 7 years as a team captain and a participant. I used to do this in honor of my stepdad, who passed of bile duct cancer 10 years ago. My aunt had brought me out to this event. I had no idea what it was, but the Luminaria ceremony, where everybody is silent and they light candles in memory of someone that's passed, it was very impactful for me. So that was my inspiration to get more involved.
And I will tell you, there's hardly anybody, if anybody, out there that isn't affected in one way or another, whether or not it's a relative or themselves or a friend that you think is healthy and full of life that gets it. And I'll tell you too, going to those events, because I lost my mother about 12 years ago now, and not sure, because sometimes you shut down on it and you don't know what to think, and then you go to these and it's so empowering and you realize that you're so sharing other people's experiences, and I think that's what's important. Of course, it also raises awareness and funds for the American Cancer Society.
Absolutely. So the funds that we raise at Relay for Life are going to free wigs. Someone can stop in our local Santa Clarita office to get a free wig fitting. We have road drivers through our Road to Recovery program that give free rides to treatment. We have partnerships with hotels in the LA area that offer free stays. And Look Good, Feel Better, which is hosted at Henry Mayo, is a class for cancer patients who their skin's changing, through cancer treatment. So they're taught how to draw on eyebrows, how to style their wigs, and it's a pretty empowering program. So all of those are local to the Santa Clarita Valley, but also LA region as well, and nationwide.
And those are the important things. So we don't always think about that, especially having not experienced the day-to-day things that people go through. Poor so-and-so lost her hair. Oh, she's got a wig. But we don't think about some of the other things, or him. Mostly it seems like it's women who have a bit more of a concern on that. But this is, and these things like that, hotel stays, things, because this, of course, it impacts your life so greatly when you can't work and you can't do these things, or you have family members who need to take time off too. So it's really important, those supportive services as well. And I think that's important. So let's talk a little bit about the Relay for Life for the uninitiated. If nobody knows what the Relay for Life is, what is it?
Relay for Life started about 30 years ago by one man. His name was Gordy Klatt. He walked a track by himself for 24 hours raising money for the American Cancer Society. He raised $27,000 doing it. So it's obviously expanded nationwide now. This event starts in the morning where we honor our cancer survivors with a ceremony, and they do the first lap. We have about 400 cancer survivors that we recognize in Santa Clarita. People continue to walk all day. At night, we have a Luminaria ceremony where we remember those lost to cancer. So we light these candles around a track. We decorate bags in memory of those lost to cancer. We have a beautiful we have a beautiful ceremony for them. And we have nighttime activities afterwards. People camp out in Central Park overnight. And in the morning, we have another ceremony where we recognize and honor how much money we've raised for the American Cancer Society. And we celebrate how that helps the American Cancer Society provide services in the area. Throughout the whole 24 hours, there are food trucks, games, bands. We have a midnight 5K and a silent disco that happen at our event locally. it's a fun day.
Yes, I've been to several of those, and we were talking about some mutual friends we have, Brad and Laura Peach, who got involved as the Buck Huroneers, and now they've gotten more involved, and they are there every year. They set up Friday, they stay through the whole time. They've got their family involved. I've seen their kids grow from little bitties to full-grown adults who are now active in that as well. And that's the thing, they're just getting into it and really, really focusing on that support. I want to talk a little bit, though, because that's in May of 2017,
Yep.
but coming up, we've got the Bark for Life.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I like that.
So Bark for Life is on October 22nd. It takes place at Bridgeport Park from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And since we can't take our canines to Relay for Life because there's cancer patients going through treatment, we honor our dogs as caregivers to cancer patients at this 4-hour event. So it's a celebratory day of the dog. We have puppuccinos being served. We have a Halloween costume contest.
Halloween, I love it.
Ruffle prizes. Lots of stuff going on.
That is terrific. So that is, what was it, October
22nd.
22nd at Bridgeport Park, and that is where you can bring your dog. And that's very important. You cannot bring your dogs to Relay for Life or inside the area there. So keep that in mind. And again, it's always a festive place. I've seen people who have supported Relay for Life, then ended up being afflicted by cancer and then survived and then come back around, and so it becomes an extra personal thing. I think it is wonderful. Where can people find information if they want to participate, donate, whatever they want to do?
So if you want to get general information about the American Cancer Society and what services are provided, that website would be www.cancer.org. If you want specific information on Relay for Life of Santa Clarita and how to participate, you can go to our website, www.scvrelay.org. And for Bark for Life, it is www.scvbark.org.
scvbark.org, scvrelay.org. That information also on our website at hometownstation.com.